Hi, it's Nicole Moore, Love Coach at LoveWorks, here with another Flirty Friday. So if you're new to my channel, each Friday I put out a Flirty Friday video where I share with you the best love and dating tips so you can have a truly amazing love life. So if you want in on that, click subscribe below if you're not already subscribed. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how do you not go crazy and freak out when there's a guy that you like and you're not hearing from him. How do you not be that girl that goes crazy and texts him or calls him or says or does something that you really don't want to do? So we've all been there. I want to share with you that I used to literally not be able to sleep at night sometimes if I didn't get a text back from a guy that I liked. Like, it was so crazy making for me, and I felt like I had to do something, and I would send a text or I would call. One time, I literally called a guy 4 times in a row. Not proud of this, but I wasn't hearing from him, and I really liked him, and I wanted to make something happen. And I called him, and I left a message. Then I called and left a message apologizing for that message. Then I called, left a message saying, no, I don't apologize. And then I called and left another message again. Okay, I must have been in my early 20s. I had had a few drinks, but we've all been there, right? And here's the thing. Every time you send that text or you make that phone call or you send him a Snapchat or a picture or whatever, when you're not hearing from him, and you're freaked out and you're going, oh my God, I really like him. What's happening? Let me do something. Let me send him something to get his attention. It never works. Why? Because that communication has an emotional hook on it. It's not just like when you send a text to your friend and you're like, hey, I thought you might like this article. It's when you thought, okay, how do I get his attention? How do I make him pay attention to me? What can I send to grab him and hook him and pull him back in? Never works. Never works. So here's what you need to do to stop that behavior in its tracks. Step 1. When you are about to send a hooking communication to a guy, meaning, I don't know what's going on with you. I'm really afraid of this uncertainty. I need to make sure you like me now. I need the attention now, so I'm going to do something to grab you, to pursue you. You have to stop and repeat to yourself, this doesn't work. I know it sounds simple, but you actually need to say it out loud to yourself. All right, this doesn't work. Step 2, you need to actually think about all the times you've done it in the past where it hasn't worked and create an emotional stack that has you not want to go do that thing. So you would think about all the times in the past, maybe like the last time you did it and it was cringeworthy and maybe you sent like a picture to a guy or something and you knew in the back of your mind you shouldn't do it, but you were doing it to get his attention, or you left 4 crazy voicemails like I did. And think about how it didn't work, how maybe it was so cringeworthy, how you didn't get the result. And you think about all of those times you didn't get the result that you wanted, and you create an emotional stack of a negative feeling. I actually want you to intentionally create a negative feeling inside of yourself. Why? Because if your system gets this behavior is going to lead to this bad feeling, not the result I want of the guy contacting me, pursuing me, wanting to be with me. If you can link, if I send this hooking text, I'm nervous about what's happening with him and I don't know, so I'm going to try to hook him. If you can link you sending that with a negative feeling instead of thinking, oh, it's going to lead me to what I want, your system's not going to want to do it anymore. Step 3. This is kind of like an addiction. You all know if you've been in this place of going to crazy town with men, like the more you get attached to a guy, the more crazy you get, the more you need his validation, you need his approval, you need to hear from him to be okay. It can be like an addiction. It was like that for me. So with any addiction, you have to replace it with the positive behavior. So you're stopping, you're saying out loud, this doesn't work. Then step 2 is you're creating an emotional stack of all the times in the past where it didn't work, so you really get emotionally, oh, if I take X behavior, it's leading me towards pain, not what I want. Okay, step 3, replace it with something else. So I recommend you have a buddy that you can, a girlfriend that you can text and say, hey, I'm not going to send this to him. I'm sending this to you. And you create an emotional connection with someone else. So you need to have that girlfriend that has your back, that you can reach out to at any time, that you can get love from. So you don't need to go get the approval validation from the guy. So you need a girlfriend that you can text and say, I'm not going to send the hook to this guy. I'm just going to send you what I was going to send him. And let's just talk for 5 minutes. And can you remind me that I'm lovable, that I'm worthy, whatever. Or if you don't have that friend, dance to a song, go for a walk, have a hot cup of tea, do anything that actually you can have like 5 moments of feeling good, just good in yourself without the guy. You're replacing that I need a hit of his attention to feel good with I'm creating this for myself right now, okay? This is going to stop the crazy behavior in its tracks. You literally need to break the addiction. Now, step 4, okay? This is an important piece. It sounds paradoxical, but you need to remind yourself, if I'm not hearing from him right now, it's because I don't actually need to hear from him right now. If I'm not hearing from him right now, it's because I don't actually need to hear from him right now. Like your brain's going to go, no, I need the attention. I need the approval. What are you talking about? Of course I need to hear from him. I think he might be the one. What if he doesn't get back to me? Your mind's going to do all of that. But on a universal energetic level, we always get what we need in every moment. So actually, you not getting a text or call or asked out or being pursued from this particular man is exactly what needs to be happening in your moment, in this life, for you. If you can get right with that and repeat to yourself, he's not texting me right now. He's not calling me right now. He's not asking me on a date right now. I can't really comprehend why, but that must be good for me because that's what's happening. So I am right with it. That kind of shifts you into this place of acceptance, of ease, and you don't have that crazy anxiety anymore. And guess what? The second you don't need him to call, he calls. Isn't it the truth? The second you don't need him to. So get right with what's happening rather than thinking this is so wrong, I have to change this, I have to fix this. Step back. If he's not calling me right now, then that must mean that universally it doesn't have to be happening because you always get exactly what you need in your life in every single moment without exception. So the gap, the experience of him not being there, for some reason, that might be what you need in that moment. Get right with it. And usually, boom, you get the text. I hope these steps were helpful for you to reel you back, to stop you from throwing emotional hooks in men, which never ever works, and to get you back into your power, which is where we as women need to be in dating. So if you like this Flirty Friday tip, you can subscribe to my channel to make sure you never miss a Flirty Friday. If you have a question for me, you can go ahead and fill out the question form below. And if we take your question, we'll let you know. Also, I'm thrilled to announce I'm hosting a free 7-day Attract the One challenge starting September 19th. In this challenge, you're going to get an email from me every single day with one step, one exercise to open up your energy and attract in the right one. These are the exact 7 steps that I used to attract in my ideal man. I've shared them all with you and I've laid it out to be super easy. So each day you're getting one step. It takes 5 minutes, but it makes a big difference in your energy to be able to align you to attract in the one. So we've already got hundreds, I think maybe even into the thousands of women signed up for this challenge. If you want in and you want to play in the challenge with me and all the other women, go below. There's a link below to join the free 7-day Attract the One challenge now. I hope to see you there, and I hope this video was helpful, and have a flirty Friday.